If you're considering a move or just curious about the best places to live on the East Coast of the USA, you're in for a treat as I explore the top 8 places. From historic towns to bustling cities, the East Coast has it all. So let's dive right in. If you are looking Southern kindness, start in Richmond, Virginia. Ranked at number 8 on our list, it's a city with a rich history and a vibrant present. It's a great place to live. It is the main city of the state and home to more than 225,000 people. Located in the heart of the Old Dominion state, people choose to move to Richmond because it has a 4% lower cost of living than the state average and 3% lower than the rest of the country. Most people buy homes for $365,000, and most people rent for $1,310 a month. There are also big companies such as Wells Fargo, UPS, Capital One, and Amazon. Because there are so many neighborhoods in Richmond, you can find one that fits your needs. Some neighborhoods are better for families than others, and some may be better for arts or nightlife. Richmond has a sense of community that you can't find in bigger towns. And if you're a foodie, you're in luck. The city's dining scene is diverse and delectable, offering everything from Southern comfort food to international cuisine. The city's historic charm is complemented by its modern amenities, making it an excellent place to call home. Moving up to the 7th spot on our list, if you like to live in a big city with all the perks of a big city, Boston might be the best place for you. Almost 5 million people live in the capital city of Massachusetts, which is sometimes called Beantown. Beantown has the 6th best job market out of the 150 most popular metro areas in the U.S. This is because of its high average yearly pay. It's also 6th in terms of quality of life. People mostly work at schools and universities. There are a lot of jobs at Boston University, Harvard University, and Northeastern University. Because the area also has a lot of well-known hospitals that hire a lot of people, like Boston Children's Hospital, Massachusetts General Hospital, and Brigham and Women's Hospital. The typical home price is $969,000, which is higher than the average price in New York. Because of the higher cost of living, getting a home can be hard for many families. But there's no question that you pay for all of Boston's other good things, like good schools, low crime, and an above-average salary of $76,850 a year. The average rent for an apartment is $3,970. Boston's waterfront areas, such as the Seaport District, offer stunning views of the harbor and a lively atmosphere. And let's not forget about the sports culture here. Catching a game at Fenway Park or TD Garden is a must for any sports enthusiast. A 2.5-mile-long path through the city, the Freedom Trail takes you on a journey through American history, with stops at landmarks like the Old North Church and the Massachusetts State House. Heading south to the charming state of Rhode Island, we arrive at our number 6 pick, Providence. It's in the smallest state, but it's big on character. This New England city is close to beaches and has a cool center area that has been changed from its industrial past. People who live usually make more than the average amount of money and work in fields like healthcare, education, banking, and tourism. Most of the people who work are employed by Roger Williams Medical Center, Citizens Financial Group, Brown University, and IGT. The low crime rate is one of its good points. Providence's serious crime rate is 393 per 100,000 people, which is a little lower than the national average and about the same as other towns of the same size. The average home value is $363,000, and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is currently $1,500. The city's east side is home to beautiful historic homes and Brown University, giving it a youthful and vibrant energy. One of the standout features of Providence is Waterfire, a mesmerizing art installation that lights up the rivers with hundreds of bonfires. It's a unique experience that captures the essence of this artistic city. At number 5 on our list, people always pick Greenwich, Connecticut, as one of the best places to live in Connecticut, which is known for having many successful towns. If you're looking for a place where luxury meets natural beauty, Greenwich has it all. It's a beautiful seaside town. You can live in style and get to New York City by train in less than an hour. This is one of the oldest towns in Connecticut, so you can feel the rich history that is built into it. Even though homes are getting more expensive, Greenwich has low property taxes. People love that there are both great public schools and well-known private schools in the area. If you want to get the most for your money, it's not the most cheap city on the East Coast. It also has a very competitive housing market, which means that if you want to buy a home, you may have to go through bidding wars that drive up the price from the selling price. The average home value is $1.9 million. And the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is currently $2,950. The town's avenue is lined with high-end boutiques and restaurants, offering residents a taste of the good life. And for those who appreciate the outdoors, the Greenwich Point Park provides a serene escape by the Long Island Sound. With its stunning waterfront properties and lush parks, it's no wonder that Greenwich is a magnet for the wealthy. Just a short drive from Greenwich, we arrive at number 4 on our list, Hartford, Connecticut. It's the capital of the state and is known for its rich history and vibrant cultural scene. It was founded in 1635. It ranks 47th on the list of the best places to live overall. Based on the U.S. News Best High Schools list, Hartford is ranked 10th in the country for college prep among the 150 most popular metro areas. The city's 126,000 diverse residents enjoy a low cost of living, a lot of housing choices, easy access to higher education, and a lot of new construction. The cost of living is 3% less than the national rate, but the cost of electricity is about 25% more. Food and clothes are basic things that people need. Groceries cost about 11% more than rest of the country. Also, the average income is $56,000 a year, and the median home price is $256,000. The average rent for an apartment is $1,475. With its beautiful carousel and outdoor concerts, Hartford's Bushnell Park offers a delightful retreat within the city. The Mark Twain House and Museum is a must-visit for literature enthusiasts, giving you a glimpse into the life of the famous author. As we make our way down the East Coast, we find ourselves in the charming city of Charleston, South Carolina, taking the 3rd spot on our list. It's a place where Southern hospitality reigns supreme, and its historic architecture and cobblestone streets are simply enchanting. It's a great place to live on the East Coast for people who want better weather than what the northern states have to offer. People who want to get away from places like New York or Los Angeles often choose Charleston. It has great job market, another big draw for people. The beaches are also very nice. It gets high marks for both how desirable it is as a place to live and how good its job market is. The average income is $56,000 a year, and the median home price is $660,000. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is currently $2,000. In some parts of Charleston, the crime rate is higher than average for serious crimes. The rates are higher than the national average, but the rates for crimes like theft and burglary are lower. One of the highlights is the city's beautiful waterfront parks and plantations offer a tranquil escape, making it a top choice for those seeking a slower pace of life. Heading further south, we arrive at Savannah, Georgia, our number 2 pick. It's a city of unmatched beauty, with its well-preserved historic district and oak-lined streets dripping with Spanish moss. There's a reason why so many people want to live in Savannah, the hostess city. The summers are hot and the winters are mild. As Georgia's oldest city, it's full of history, which makes for many interesting sights and growth possibilities for the future. It shouldn't be a surprise that Southern Living magazine always names Savannah as one of the best towns in the South. It has more than 147,000 people living in it. The cost of living is 28% less, and the cost of utilities is 7% less than the national average. If you want to live, home prices will likely be cheaper than the average across the country. The average home value is $296,000, and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is currently $1,499. A lot of people work at the Memorial Health University Medical Center and at Gulfstream Aerospace Corp. The rate of serious crime is about the same as the national average. Strolling through Fawcett Park, you'll be surrounded by lush greenery and iconic fountains. And if you're a fan of ghost stories, the city's haunted tours are a spine-tingling experience you won't want to miss. Finally, we reach our top pick, the charming coastal city of Portland, Maine. It's a place where rugged natural beauty meets artistic flair. With a little more than 500,000 people, it's a little less crowded than Portland, Oregon, which is in the west. The ShareCare Community Wellbeing Index puts Portland as the 27th happiest city in the world and the 12th cleanest city in the world for air quality. The low crime rate is one of the things that makes it stand out. At only 82.9 per 100,000 people, the serious crime rate is a lot lower than the national average. Another thing that makes it stand out is that it has a strong job market, with lots of openings in industry, healthcare, and IT. Even though it has a low jobless rate, many jobs pay low wages and the cost of living is high, which can keep some people from moving there. The average household income is $90,399, with a poverty rate of 12%. A lot of people who work from home also live here. The average home value is $528,000, and the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment is currently $1,800. One of the biggest pros of living is the access to the ocean. Casco Bay is dotted with islands waiting to be explored, and lighthouses like the Portland Headlight add to the picturesque landscape. The Old Port District is a bustling hub of activity. Of course, we can't talk about Portland without mentioning the delicious seafood and amazing food in general. One of the biggest downsides is the traffic. The city may be small, but it can get quite congested during rush hour, and parking can be a challenge. Another con of the city can get quite cold and snowy during the winter, which can be a challenge for those who aren't used to harsh winters. While the summers can be pleasant, they can also be very hot and humid. Before deciding to move, it's essential to consider these factors, especially the cost of living, and make sure it aligns with your budget and lifestyle. And there you have it, our list of the 8 best places to live on the East Coast of the USA. Have you lived in any of these cities, or do you have a favorite East Coast destination that didn't make the list? Let's keep the conversation going. Thanks a lot for listening. I hope you liked it. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more. Until next time, happy exploring, and I'll see you in the next adventure.